If your aim is to qualify Indian Economics Service Examination, then this series, this is the 7th video in the 100 days of IES revision series, will take up a very important topic, demand for money. If you see macroeconomics, this topic has been like there in the PYQs, flooded multiple times, like what is the difference between Fisher, Cambridge, Keynes and Friedman. So these are the things. In terms of theories, I have already explained in a separate videos. Okay, you can search those. But in this video, we will talk about these topics only with the perspective of Indian Economic Service Examination. It means in this video, I will not teach you theory, but I'll tell you how to understand this theory and represent in the examination hall. That's the most important thing that we are going to discuss. Now, what is important, we know everything here, but we are not able to reproduce in the exam copy. And that's where you as a topper in your test series, in your weekly test, like last Sunday, when I was having a conversation with the batch students, they were very confident about the content they are writing. So I gave them a live answer writing session where Hector Olin I have given. Everyone knows factor endowment, everyone knows their basic understanding, criticism, Leontief, but they were not able to write it. 80% of the students were struggling. The reason was simple. We know here, but when there's a time pressure, when there's exam pressure, when you know that next question you have to do, full paper is pending, that's a very different scenario. Okay, so understand conceptually, because the speed of thought is coming in your mind, hand will just translate. So it's about handwriting, it's about the speed of your writing as well, but the flow of thought will determine how fast you can write. Okay, let's start without wasting any time about demand for money. Okay, there are several theorists and they gave this theory. So there are subtle difference in all. I've already covered as I told you, but in this video I'll tell you what exactly the meaning. So you will get concept directly into your head, because this is the only thing will go into the examination hall. Not your notes, not ChatGPT, not Google, not your books, no newspaper, nothing. This will go. So train this. Okay, let's start. Demand for money is a central topic in monetary economics, because whenever a person is there, they ask money to transact, they ask money to precautionary measure, and they ask money for speculative measure. Three measures are given in this. Okay, like number one, transaction means day-to-day transaction people are doing, like people hold money for different purpose. Okay, like for example traveling, paying bus ticket, paying metro ticket, or same lines, transaction means for lunch, food, snacks, etc. So different economists explained money demand in different ways. Like topic connects quantity theory of money and the liquidity as well. How much liquidity must be there with the people individually, with the economy, or in the economy by central bank. Okay, so that's the preference, liquidity preference and modern monetary theory. We will see why recently when the gold prices must be going up, they are going down. You know why? I'll tell you the reason. Okay? It is important for the policy and interest rate analysis. Both are important and highly important for descriptive topic. Let's understand this. When the war started, between Israel and Iran, both attacked each other. Now, when the war started, everyone was like, now there will be depreciation. We should move our liquid money to some asset. So silver price went up, gold prices went up. But when the prolonged war is going on, people are worried. People are worried that they need cash for their basic necessity. Like for example, in India, there is no LPG cylinder shortage, but still, due to artificial threat or artificial scarcity created by middlemen, that created panic. So people are thinking, why should I buy gold? I don't know like when this war will end. So I have to understand and take precautionary measure. So they are saving cash, not buying gold. And that's why gold is crashing. Second reason, wedding season is almost over. So those who have the wedding till May, June, they have already bought the gold. So right now gold demand is also going down. And a preference for cash is also less. In festival period, people use cash. In wedding, people use cash. That is also down. So in Indian economy, a different scenario is going on, where world is going in a different aspect. Okay, so here see demand for money. Then we have Fisher and Cambridge approach. Let's see. So two approaches. Cambridge is a university, so Fisher gave that, then Cambridge modified that. Okay? So Fisher focused on money as a medium of exchange. It means Fisher said that we need money just for as a medium of exchange. So in order to buy something, you use money. According to Fisher, demand for money depends on transaction. If you want to do the transaction, then only you will demand. But Cambridge economists focused on money as a store of value. It means you can store, you can save that in a piece of paper. So Cambridge approach explains that people keep fraction of income and in cash balance. People keep that cash. So in the whole economy, there is a cash availability. Although we have seen since demonetization, 10 years almost, since demonetization, people are preferring less cash. And India is going towards cashless economy. So you have to understand the impact as well. This year, we are completing 10 years of demonetization. Question can come on this in a twisted format, even in macroeconomics or Indian economy. Now, Fisher's approach is transaction oriented, but Cambridge approach is cash balance oriented. So, for example, in your family, you have 2-3 siblings. And your parents will give 1,000 rupees to everyone as a pocket money. So, if more children are there, it means more population is there. Cash balance holding also goes up. On the other hand, Fisher said that it is only for transaction purpose. It means if I'm not doing any transaction, I'll not have cash balance. Here you can see the photo of Irving Fisher. Keynes liquidity preference theory, very important. In 1990s, Japan reduced interest rate that low that people started preferring cash over depositing in the bank. That was the situation of liquidity trap, when reducing interest rate will not have any impact on the money supply. Okay, let's see here. Keynes explained demand for money through liquidity preference. It means how much money as a liquid form I am preferring. Okay, people hold money for 3 reasons. You can see here 3 motives are there. Transaction motive, day-to-day transaction, buying food, transportation, Ola, Uber, buses, metro. Precautionary motive, it means in certain circumstances, if there is a health crisis, in COVID-19, people were saving money. And a speculative motive means when people are speculating, buying bonds, buying equity, shares, it means they are investing. So when the interest rates are not attractive means low return, people invest less in speculative motive and more into transaction motive. Plus they keep cash as well with them. Okay, so speculative demand depends inversely on interest rates. So higher returns. So right now we can say nobody is doing FD because FD rates are almost at a floor. So that is why quantitative easing, whenever American Federal Bank says we'll increase the interest rate, there's always a threat of capital flight from India to US. Because that investor is taking risk of investing in India, taking inflation risk, second currency risk, and then they are investing in India. But the same return or nearby same return with low risk if they get in USA, why they will invest in India? So that's why capital outflow we experience whenever there is increase in the interest rate in the US economy or Western economy. Okay? So a low interest rate, people may prefer to hold more money. So putting cash like at 2% in the bank, cash at home 0%. So people say 2% is nothing. But on the same lines, if bank is giving 7%, 8%, then people would prefer this. So money supply curve, it is, you can say vertical. This is money demand curve. This is downward sloping. Now here you can see, if it is vertical, interest rate if you are reducing, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen with this. Okay. So here you can say this is the equilibrium point. Here if this will reduce, it will come down. And if this will reduce, it will remain same. Equilibrium is different. So this curve is mainly what it is showing. Okay. Now Friedman's modern quantity theory of money. Remember this, we had discussed in the class as well. Friedman treated money as one form of asset. It means people keep their cash in terms of assets. Okay. So demand for money depends on wealth, income, and expected return on the assets. So like for example, I have so much money in gold, I have so much money in real estate. According to assets also, demand for money changes. Money is demanded not only for transaction but also for portfolio choice. Some investment in risky, some in medium risk, some in safe assets, like bonds. So Friedman approach is broader than earlier like Cambridge, Keynes or Fisher. Okay? And it connects money demand with long run stability. So money demand, who will demand money in a country? So when a country is growing, people demand more money if interest rates are down. So in the examination, while you're writing answer, you always put examples. If you don't put examples, you will lose marks. Okay. So in the modern form, this is the modern form of quantity theory. Here you can say demand supply for money. This is money demand. This is S1. This is S. Okay. This is income level. So as income level goes up, demand and supply for money also goes up. Now very important, importance. That's where UPSC is interested. Now it helps in explain our interest rate behavior. So what will happen if repo rate goes up, repo rate goes down? I'll give you a small example. Post-COVID, nobody was borrowing, so RBI reduces the interest rate. But after reducing the interest rate, the credit did not go up. What happened? Post-lockdown, when the economy started opening up, people saw opportunities. They invested heavily in real estate, they bought gold, stock market, share, etc. Suddenly, demand for money goes up. And demand for money went up. You can see in 2021-22, you see, or you saw the repo rate went up gradually also. And that's how, because the supply of money was previously more, nobody was buying. When the supply of money falls short, people demanded more, interest rate goes up. That's cost of borrowing, simple. Okay? So it helps monetary policy transmission. This is very important. How? If RBI is reducing the interest rate, if banks are not doing, monetary policy is not transmitting. RBI is doing its job, but banks are not doing. Or if RBI is doing, suppose for example, 1% reduction, banks are doing only 0.5% reduction. So again, transmission is not smooth. Okay? It is useful to understanding liquidity trap. So at one point of time, lowering the interest rate will have zero impact on the economy. That is the situation we call liquidity trap. So RBI must be careful that not just by interest rates you can control the economy. You need other areas as well. It links money, income and portfolio decision. It means how much money I have or I will keep in my pocket. How much is my income? My income is high, my money demand will be high. So for example, if I am earning 20,000 rupees per month, from tomorrow onwards, if I earn 40,000 rupees per month, I will not eat double the chapati that I was eating at 20,000. So that extra money may go to precautionary. I'll buy a health insurance. I'll keep some money safe for my health crisis, etc. And the rest of the money will go to speculative. Speculative demand, where I will invest and expecting a return from the assets. So this is the most important point. It is highly important in descriptive macroeconomic answer. So whenever you're writing the answer, if you're just writing plain text copied from the books, you will not get marks, you will lose marks. But here, if you add these examples, it will make your answer rich. Okay. Clear comparison of Fisher, Cambridge, Keynes and Friedman adds a strong value in IAS answer writing. That answer writing ebook will also help in this direction for you. If you want that ebook for free, you can contact on the support number and for the psychometric test. This is the end of this video. We'll meet in the next video. Okay, till then, don't forget to subscribe. Jai Hind.